Alan Nasawali, I always add the phrase from the mountain, a Pan-Africanist. Slavery destroyed us in the past centuries, 17th, 18th, 19th century. We were confronted with the grand evil of slavery. We did not realize that on African soil and third world countries. We didn't realize that. A few countries which realized it have now developed, but for Africa we didn't realize it, and we are still enslaved. That is the former the former and the ordinary slavery came to an end in 19th century. Right now we are also still in that very situation, so modern enslavement. That is one. Secondly, religion has divided us. The religions which were imposed on us by foreign powers, the French, the English people, or people from Great Britain. They came here with religions which divided us, and now we have forgotten, or we have lost balance of knowing that religion is part of confusion. We have never eradicated ourselves from that. We ought to pray to one God, the living, the creator of heaven and earth. We have never realized that. We only prioritize religion. Religion has caused the civil wars, which I can't mention, and untold suffering. So it has divided us, and we can't realize that, and majority of you will hear this will condemn me, I know. Now that one is done. The truth on African soil is like the hardest situation you are going through. You know, truth has been, it's like even I don't know how I can describe it. We know that we are still not independent. The US aid, the UK aid, the SIDA, the DANIDA, we are seeing here through the NGOs clearly and squarely means that we are still part of the Western imperialists. We cannot realize that. That truth is bitter, I know. And then we are sleeping on resources. How shall we liberate ourselves from such grand three evils? We are speaking good English on African soil. We are speaking French on African soil, and it beats my understanding that majority of the Africans would say that speaking good English on African soil is part of Africa's civilization. I don't know whether speaking good English on African soil is British civilization on African soil, or Africa's civilization. In my assertion, I say that is British civilization on African soil, and it is to our own backwardness, because we have never even I think sat down and realized that we ought to get our own national language. That one we have forgotten. So now the question is, which remedies are we going to employ to liberate ourselves from this modern enslavement, this modern colonialism we know as neocolonialism? What are we going to do to mitigate these two grand evils? Now, I am giving my opinions, you also give your opinions. We ought to know that the primary objective, the principal objective of realizing or of liberating Africa's unity is we ourselves. We should cut ties. We should limit our ties with Western leaders, and we focus. We become innovative. We become creative, just like China has done. China has developed on its own. There is no single state which will come here principally fundamentally to liberate Africa. I am telling you the truth. Julius Malema has said it, Lumumba has said it, Kwame Nkrumah said it, several Pan-Africanists have said it. Muammar Gaddafi was killed, he said it. Abdel Nasser said it. Nelson Mandela said it. United States of America will not come here to liberate us. Instead, it will continue plundering us. It will use our own resources. It will create civil wars. It will create genocide. It will create genocide in the name of democracy, in the name of justice, and we shall remain the way we are. Africa started realizing its independence from 1950s, majority in 1960s, 70s, 80s, and South Africa in 1994. We are still the way we are. India got independence in 1947. It is right now ranked the 4th largest world's economy. Where is Africa? Where is Africa? Currently, as I'm speaking, 2024, India is ranked the 4th largest economy in the world. It was colonized by Britain. It got an independence not far away from African nation. The first African nation to get independence was Egypt in 1952, if I'm not mistaken. Ghana there in 1957, just a period of 10 to some years. China was colonized by Britain, even Japan country. In 1949, that's when China, the civil war came to an end. Right now, China is the 2nd largest economy after the United States of America. So, you tell me, where is Africa? We ought to know that we have to realize the grand doctrine of self-determination for our own independence. The other countries will come in as secondary parties, as even third parties to our independence, and the others will cause controversies to us, but those controversies will make us know that now this is what we are supposed to do, and we fight and win them, especially the imperialists, the Western imperialists, United States, Britain, all our former colonies. Those are our former colonial masters. Those are imperialists who want to still plunder us up to date. You saw France in Mali, Niger. It still wanted to plunder resources openly in the name of democracy. Can't we realize that? Can't we sense and know that these people, where they have reached, they don't see the good of our own liberation? They don't see the good of our own unity. We must fight a fight for our own unity, for our own justice, for our own freedom, for our own democracy. There is no single nation that will come here primarily, fundamentally, to liberate Africa. I rest my case. I need your opinions on this. All Pan-Africanists and the political leaders outside there. I rest my case. I remain Alan Aswali from the mountain.